Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. In this video guys, we're going to continue our theme that atheism has absolutely nothing to offer. Godlessness, liberalism, capitalism, nihilism, they have nothing to offer.
Smile to Jannah.
So Bella Hadid, a Palestinian Dutch supermodel, in her latest interview with GQ magazine said the following: I would have loved to grow up and be with my dad every day and studying and really being able to practice, just in general being able to live in a Muslim culture, but I wasn't given that. So here you have somebody that typically embodies what the average girl or woman wants here in the West, and possibly even in the East as well. Even in Muslim countries, sometimes they see these Western women and say, wow, I want to be like this. Not all of them, of course, but some, yeah? Of course, she has money. She has a big social media following. She has people simping over her. Yet she thinks back and she goes, I wish I had Islam in my life from a young age. And those people that would give anything to be in her industry, let me just give you two things. Just two things, yeah? The first one, exploitation has become accepted in the industry with 29% of models, that's 1 in every 4 mate, is inappropriately touched on a shoot, and 28% of models, again that's 1 in 4, faced pressure to sleep with someone at work. Let's look at another one. Models have been raped, groomed and sold by agents in fashion's darkest secret. Well, I don't think it's a secret, especially if you are street smart and you read and you know Wagwan. You would know this, but some of us are deluded. We'll see a few Instagram pictures and we think, whoa, this person looks happy. But clearly, guys, that's not the truth. You have people and celebrities on Instagram and social media saying that's just for show. So what do we learn from this? Number one, guys, the importance of having good company, friends and influence around you, because it does make a difference. In fact, a scholar gave the example that a bad friend is worse than a poisonous snake. For if a poisonous snake bites you, your life goes. But if a bad friend impacts you, your iman, your faith can go. Number two, this is a saying of Jim Rohn, and he says you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around with. I thought this was quite profound, because think of the 5 people that you're around and then notice, no wonder I'm not driven, no wonder I'm lazy, no wonder I have a negative outlook in life. Have strong, driven, religious, creative minds around you and you will see how it impacts and influences you. 99% of our ideals are shaped by our colleagues, our friends, our teachers, social media, you name it, mate. That's why it's very important that we work hard when we're young so we can get a good job, so we can be flexible. The aim should always be to be self-employed, mate, that you can control your surroundings. When you go to these corporations and these jobs, you can't go in and say, yeah, I want that department right there, yeah. I'm not going to be doing that, mate. Next, we've got upbringing. Upbringing is vital. A lot of parents are saying, no, we've got to bring the money in, mate. I mean, just take your lifestyle down. You're paying for your Sky, you're paying for your Netflix, you're paying for your unreasonable phone package and all of this sort of stuff. No, I need this much gigabytes, mate. No, you don't. Just use Wi-Fi, bro. Yeah, and be at home and raise your kids. The first 10 years are integral. Their minds are like a sponge. Why do you think LGBT and all these groups are trying to influence children? They don't care about adults. Adults, yeah, they've already had their mind made up. And number 4, a person who converted to Islam once said to Muslims, you are licking what we have spat out. Very profound. You are licking what we have spat out. In other words, the lifestyle that we've rejected, you are now being drawn to. Yeah, what we've rejected. Chasing the dunya and desires and materialism and the likes. And that's why you'll see Anthony Joshua in his latest interview saying that he's praying. Why? Because he's in a Muslim country.
Right? Yeah. Or it's like a call to prayer. And so I get out my bed and I'm like, let me start praying. And since I've been here, I've prayed like every day, bro.
That influences and affects you, the country that you're in. So some people say, how do I motivate myself to pray, mate? You got a non-Muslim here praying. A non-Muslim is praying, but how do I motivate myself? How do you motivate yourself to drink, to eat, to sleep? Nah, mate, I have to do those to survive. Well, you have to pray so that your spirit, your soul survives as well, because that's nourishment for the soul. If you don't pray, you break down. It's as simple as that. You don't need motivation. You have to do it. You just have to. So some people go, oh yeah, look, you got practicing Muslims and they're like this and they're like that. Look. Muslims are human beings as well. They are not immune to influence. And these marketing companies have Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge graduates sitting around a table working out how to get your attention using psychology, sociology, all of these things, whether it's through social media, through games, through advertisements. They will use sex, they will use family, they will use desires. They will use these things because they understand it. And that's why it's important that we also understand how our mind works as well. How are you going to do that? Read. Iqra. Our first revelation was read. So we need to read and learn. The more complex society is becoming, the more issues are becoming interrelated, because once upon a time, if you were in a village, you're in a village. If you're in a city, you're in a city. Now the world has become a global village. If something happens in one corner of it, it goes in a matter of minutes to the other side of the world. So guys, mashallah, these sorts of news should be celebrated. And yes, there'll be a few people saying, oh look, you shouldn't be doing everything. Look. Yes, we shouldn't be simping over celebrities. I get that. To totally go on the other extreme and say, no, they don't have an impact and we shouldn't. No, our kids are being impacted by them. So what better than to change the narrative? Yeah, change the narrative. And that's what we're doing here. Inshallah, you have appreciated the video. Let's leave it there. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum.